Mic check, mic check, mic check. I think we good. We good, people. How y'all doing this Friday? It's another one. Blessings, blessings to everybody. You made it through another week. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me give it to you. Hey, for y'all again, bruh. What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Scrap Skrilla, what's good, my boy? Tay Biz, RLV. Please make sure y'all subscribe to Red Lipstick Vibes. She's growing over there. Let's help her grow at an exponential rate. She has some great ideas and great content, along with some great guests. Please support the creators here on YouTube. It costs you nothing but a click. Nothing but a click. And now that you're here, smash the like button, get it out the way so we can get into this thing. And if you're looking at your device, whether it's your mobile phone, your iPad, your tablet, your Android device, or MacBook, laptop, Windows device, whatever you use with a screen, your TV. If you're looking down under this video and that subscribe button is red, mean you got a problem, Joe. Get it together. Get in line, young man. Young woman, get it together. Go ahead, smash the subscribe button. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the greatest network on the planet. That is the Lapeef Network, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the network. Go ahead, hit the like button, get it out the way, and shout out to our sponsors, Teej Hanley. Feel the Teej. Click the link in the description for some of the best skincare on the planet, man. You click, you get a real good discount through the Lapeef Network, and you get a gift with your first purchase. So make sure y'all support the channel, support the network, and support the brand. We appreciate y'all. Again, if you don't want to give a super chat like Dale Matthews, appreciate you. We'll go ahead and bump that up real quick. Shout out to you. 50 ball. We appreciate you, big dog. Ricky been bringing that truth. Shout out to you, man. I'm on the job, man. We can only do what we're here to do, right? So with that being said, you see it at the bottom. If you do not want to support with the super chats, please leave a like, and you can also cash out Lapeef at $ Lapeef Let's Talk. Follow him over there on IG at Lapeef Network, man. Let's get the likes up so we can get it going. I see it's 45 people in here and 28 likes. Can we get to at least 40 likes, and we'll get it popping for y'all. Cold Blood, what's good with you, my boy? Happy Friday, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Y'all need a dog to protect your home, a companion to call your own. Cold Blood Rottweilers. Make sure y'all get at them over there on Instagram and YouTube. Cold Blood Rottweilers. A busy week for me, man. I had a bunch of epiphanies this week. I'm going to share them with y'all today. At least one of them I had. Thank y'all so much for hitting the like button. Big Sean, what's good with you, man? What's happening with you? Happy Friday, my boy. Andre, what's good? Brother from another mother. Whenever y'all see that Williams at the end, put some respect on that name, bruh. Andre Williams, how you doing, man? Happy Friday to everybody, man. Blessings upon blessings. Getting close to the end of a year and the beginning of a new year. There's a lot of people that started out with us that's not here. So make sure y'all count your blessings. You're here to complain. You're here to be able to complain, I should say. All right, we got 59 people. Can we get at least 40 likes, please? Stephen, what's good, my boy? What's happening with you, man? What's good with you, man? What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing? How everybody doing today? Y'all good? Everybody good? Mental check in the building. How y'all doing? Right? Use them sick days for mental health too, y'all. Use them sick days for mental health. It just ain't for when your leg broke, bro. I'd be like, I'm taking a mental health day, bro. I'm taking a mental health day. Y'all see me when I get back. All right, we at 44, man. Shout out to the chat again, man. Let's get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Andre, man, get your drink, man. Cuddle up with your girl. I'm up here in the Midwest, bro. It's cold in a bit. It's cold in a bitch outside, boy. So, you know, it's cuddle season up in this bitch. Y'all see the sweater, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk outside, man. Hey, auto start is a must. It's a must. Khalid, what's good with you, bro? What's happening? Resonating soul. I like the way that sounds. Resonating soul. That's right. That's right. Chris Wignell, my boy, what's good, man? Um, yeah, man. So make sure y'all prepare. You know what I'm saying? Get your salt ready, get your shovels out. It's getting to be that time of year, man. And I don't mind the winter, be honest with you, man. I'm okay with shoveling snow. I'm okay with that work. It's a good time to get good cardio in. And like I said, to me, it's easy to breathe outside for me when it's cold outside, as strange as that may seem. Um, but y'all know what y'all here to do, man. Y'all saw the thumbnail, man. Y'all seen the title, man. Women, my ladies, we gotta talk today. You said, "What up? It's cool in Tennessee." Also, yeah, Lonnie Clark, where you at in Tennessee? My guy, he stays in Nashville. My guy's in Nashville. We be down there. I ain't gonna say all the time like we used to, but we get down there often. I should say. That's what I'm saying. Resonating soul. You know what I'm saying? Hey, open it all up. You know what I'm saying? Get your blood pumping. Hey, Sherelle, how you doing, sis? How you doing, beautiful? Okay, man, ladies, I want to talk to y'all today, and this ain't look. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not talking to the people who don't want help. I made this announcement on my channel. I'm gonna make it here because I really do value y'all time. I really do value y'all input. I really do value the results that hopefully you trying to get. And I'd hate saying hopefully, but that's the only word that applies. You in Jackson? Okay. Okay, Lonnie. Hit me. Hey, Lonnie, hit me on IG, bro. We'll link. I'm telling you, I'll link up with you when I come through, man. We get something to eat, kick it. You know what I'm saying? I love meeting new people now. Right. But that took years because I had to learn to distance myself and how to, put people where they at. Right. Um, so let me say this and get this out the way, y'all. I'm not speaking to the people who don't want a traditional relationship. Again, shout out to D'Souza. You know, she frequents a lot of these platforms, this one included sometimes, man. And we was over there at another platform. I was over there on Cheeky Banter, and she put something so simple in the chat. Mary Robinson, how you doing? I see you. How you doing, sis? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Have I faced nobody, Milton? I was an amateur. I fought a little bit in the Army and a little bit in my younger years, but no professionals. I was an amateur, bro. And I was trying to discuss with a lady of a younger age, right? About what men do, what a man should be doing, not what men do, but what a man should be doing in reference to you being his woman, taking care of everything, alleviating everything I can off your plate that's possible. There we go. Trying to alleviate as much off your plate as I can as possible, right? And it wasn't really an argument, but it was, a defiance, right? And not in a bad way, just in her mental aspect, she didn't want to accept it. She had a lot of pushback. And D'Souza put in the chat, she was like, modern women don't want that, Rick.
Did you hear what I said?
Right? She pulled a me on me. She pulled a me on me. Shout out to D'Souza, right? I got you, Big Ant. I just want to get this thought off, bro, because, I'm old. I don't hold them like I used to. So we spending hours upon hours, guys, speaking on these forums. Bobby M, I see you. How you doing? Happy Friday to you, guys. Thanks for coming through. We spend hours, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think really people I'm going to put it like this to y'all. Think about how much time y'all spend on YouTube. Red Lipstick Vibes, Sherelle, Artie Boy, Tap. right? Think about how much time y'all spend on YouTube. Right? And that you see what I'm saying, Sherelle? Sherelle said way too much time. That's why because I'm never outside. You see what I'm saying? This is a big part of a lot of our lives at this point, right? Let's be honest about it. A lot of people try to act like, I mean, I understand that we have lives outside of this thing, right? But the truth is we spend a large majority of our day exchanging ideas, speaking to one another, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what this is for. Right? Thank you, RLV. Right, a lot of people work from home. I'm kind of hybrid. I can work from home and I go to the office. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, and I'm sure Red Lipstick can vibe with me on this. Imagine being the creator on here. Not only am I, scrumming through other people's stuff, seeing what they're doing, seeing what works for them, inputting and contributing to their platforms, right? Then I got to come together and put together ideas and hypotheses and thumbnails and work for mine, right? And at the end of the day, what that does is it takes away. Thank you, Red Lipstick Vibes. Come on. Editing graphics, communicating, trying to, make sure you link up with the right time with the right people. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What's good, brother Red? Peace, God. It takes a lot of time away from a lot of other things. It takes a lot of time away from a lot of other things. Right? And the reason I continue to do it is because I believe it, right? I believe that if I touch people, we can change the world. But where leaders make the mistakes is that they believe everybody should make it on the trip. But real leaders understand there's going to be casualties. Real leaders understand there's going to be bumps in the road, and real leaders not only have the ability to make the good decisions, but to also to make the decisions that hurt. Right? And at this point, I got to make the decision that I will no longer be talking to people who are not receptive. I will no longer be discussing different ideas for people who are not willing to listen. Because the truth of the matter is, guys, and shout out to my boy Mike, it seems to me when we get into these conversations regarding relationships and marriage, children, right? I don't know if y'all agree with me, but to me personally, it seems like a lot of our people end up focusing on how money was supposed to help develop that situation. Bobby M, I appreciate you, big dog. Thanks, bro. Right? And this is what I'm saying, resonating. So let me break this down to you, sis. Thank you so much because I know y'all listening. Yes, money plays a huge part, but answer me this, sis, and this is no disrespect. This is not me trying to come at your head. I just want your opinion on this. What's the point of money being a huge part if your mental state is not correct? What's the point of getting to money when your mind is not in a state to even handle the things that come with it? Hmm? So we got a lot of people saying that the money is the money is the measure, right? The money is the end of all. The money is the silver bullet, right? The golden big road. But we can't even get I'm gonna stop talking in absolutes. Me, right? I cannot get people to even get past their standard thinking, to even think differently, to understand that there's other ways of moving and operating in a mental space out here. I can do it passionately. I can do it not so passionately, right? But the message is not going to stick unless you want it to stick. You're not going to pick anything up off the ground unless you want to bend over. And I refuse to continue to give messages to people who don't want to hear them. I refuse to waste my breath on people that won't breathe for me. I'm not going to do it. I owe the people who want different more than that. I owe the people who want to learn different more than that. I owe myself more than that. So with that being said, these are open panels. This is an open discussion. This is not my platform. This is JR's platform. But if you come here when I'm talking, and if I'm trying to have a civil discussion of different ideas, and you go onto the standard talking points that I hear every day on YouTube, I will block you. You will have to go through JR to get reinstated. I am not against a healthy discussion or debate. But if you keep coming back to these same generic ass points that we hear every day, that personally I'm tired of hearing, I will block you. My moderators, people with a wrench. If you think it's funny, if you think it's weird, if you think I wouldn't agree with it, block them. We are looking for solutions. So with that being said, that's you, Tap. You listen. I am here for people that are willing to receive. You know what I'm talking about? I'm here with people that are willing to receive. No more handouts. Educated ADOS, what's good, my boy? No more handouts, ladies and gentlemen. The price of you being here is paying attention. And while paying attention is free, I know it's very expensive for most people. Let's pay some bills and then we'll get into the subject of today. Let's see. Big Ant. What's good, my boy? What's happening? Shout out to you, man. Said, what up, bro? Just wanted to tell you thank you for what you said on Coup Season on the last segment about talking to the 19-year-old and played it for my 18-year-old nephew. He told me to tell you thank you as well. He is so very welcome. Let's keep him out of situations that he even has to be in. The evidence is out here, Big Ant. We don't need to go through those mistakes, my guy. Experience is not the best teacher. Your ears are. Your eyes are. We can avoid a lot of these missteps by simply listening to people that walked before us. I got you, Audi boy. He said, spot on, Ricky. Dale Matthews, my boy. What's good? Appreciate you. said, spot on, Rick. Don't cross oceans for people who won't jump puddles. And I recommend everyone do this. But I do not live your life. I cannot make the choices and changes for you. I'm just some dude on the screen. The effort and work is all yours. So ladies, my fellas, chill back, sit back, get your, whatever your favorite drink is. It is Friday. And ladies, I want y'all to put y'all fluffy slippers on. Grab your favorite wine, whatever that is, your favorite beverage. Combine your heart and mind and listen. Ladies, y'all was lied to. I'm not going to even say it was sold to you. And I touched it. I touched a little bit on my channel. So if you guys were there, you'll know what I'm talking about. And ladies, if you didn't hear this, tell me if I'm off. You guys have been told this story that you have no power. My ladies, you guys have been told since the time you could understand, since the time you can, you know, you got your hair done in pigtails and your mama put lotion on your knees, right? That men have been over you, that you guys have been under the heel of male dominance, that you guys were strategically placed under thumb to keep you in place. This is the story, right? So Ed Hill, what's good, my boy? I see you, right? So while growing up, while you liked boys, right, you found them attractive, right? And all the while getting the contradictory story from the Disney Channel and the movies and the rom-coms. Even though this is something you wanted, you've been programmed since the day you could understand that even though a man is something you're attracted to, something you wanted, that in the back of your head, you had a certain fear and spite towards him because you were taught to believe he was put in a higher stature than you. A lot of our situations where there are single mothers involved or a mother who, you know, came in and adopted a Pookie. A lot of the times the belief that were passed down to you that even though your mother rocked with this dude, even though your mother knowing this dude was in a certain position in her life and still bought him in, right? That I got to take care of this man. This man is no good. I love him, right? I should love him because he's my man, but I still have to raise him as my son. So again, with that, you looking at it as a young girl child or young female child growing up, you look at this man as on your level as well. I'm going to go slow today, y'all. I'm going to go slow today. We're going to stretch the clock. It's going to be like the end of a Golden State game and they down 3. All right. And then you get older, you become a young lady, you know, 15, 16. And at that point, we understand at that point, you're really liking boys. You really like them, right? But let me guess, and this is just me. And again, this is not, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm not, no one's a monolith. Y'all know I say that all the time. I'm talking about in general stance. You finally start liking the boy. And while you was ready to jump all in, your parent, your mother or father or both opposed that relationship as much as they could, as long as they could, until you broke free and did what you wanted to do. Tell me if I'm off. Ladies, tell me when I'm off. So let's examine that even further, right? So with the influence that you have from your parents, because even though you really like this boy, right? Even though you really liked him, you still had in the back of your head what your mom and your dad and your aunts were saying, correct? He's gonna break your heart, girl. Yeah. Instead of somebody coming up and telling you, hey, you know what? I understand you like the boy and you feel a certain way, but I want to let you know things happen. Now, while I might not encourage this relationship, I understand as a young lady you like the boy. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: a lot of the time these things don't last, and it's nobody's fault. You guys are young, you don't really understand what you want. Just let me tell you that, it might not work out with this guy. Not because something he did or you did, but because you guys are young and immature and stuff happens. Was that the talk you had? Is that how your parents framed it? I'm willing to bet you a steak dinner they didn't. I'm willing to bet that every opposition your parents gave you was something that man was going to do bad to you. He gonna take your coochie girl and leave you. That's all these little boys want. He fascinated. That little boy, all he wants is little girls. He probably got 3 little girls out in the street, right? He don't really love you. Yeah, you love him. You giving your all to him, but he don't care about you like that. So instead of having that talk as a rational person, hopefully understanding and giving you an understanding, an overstanding, an understanding of what this situation really is. Teenage love, right? And that all of us go through it. Hmm? They already instilled in you the fear of how a man is going to treat you. And again, when it comes to fruition, even though I would say on a 99% clip, it was bound to happen that you weren't special nor him in this equation. And I can say that with confidence because how many high school sweethearts you guys know that are still together? Right? Instead of helping you understand that it's part of growing up and it's a growing pain, what do? They pitch you and put you opposite of the man. So with that being said, once the moment hits and it affects you that, hey, this guy's breaking up with me, I gave him my all, you looking in the back of your head saying, hey, this is what my dad taught me. This is what my mom taught me. So you hold on and that becomes your truth. And the first thing you do is go on a defense when you meet the next man. Tell me if I'm off. I'll be the bad guy, Eso. I'll be the bad guy. I say the things that people don't want to say. I got you. Creating your own reality, Stan. But that's a different. That's a different lie. What if I told you, ladies? What if I told y'all the reason why you have trouble with men is because you were never equipped to, because you were never given the tools to understand what you and a man are supposed to be. What if I told you that your parents failed you? What if I told you that they lied to you because all they really did was pass on the lies that were given to them? You guys want to talk about breaking curses, right? Lie number 2. Lie number 2. You guys were told that patriarchy was to hold you down. You guys were told that patriarchy was to keep you guys in certain spots so you couldn't grow. You guys were told patriarchy is so you didn't have any control. Correct? Tell me if I'm off, guys. Let me know if I'm off. I am not above correction. This is a two-way discussion. Let me know, ladies. Still to this day, and still to this day, listen. Still to this day, Sherelle.
Did you hear what I said?
Hey, resonating soul. We gonna keep it right there. I need to keep that right there. In the 1950s, have any of y'all either watched the History Channel or seen an old video from the 1950s? You know, black and white TV. I know it's taboo to talk about nowadays, but y'all ever watch black and white TV? You ever seen any of the commercials from back then? I want y'all to listen, bruh.
Did you hear what I said?
I want y'all to listen and understand how dumb these people think you are. I'm not moving till I get an answer from the ladies, right? Y'all watch those old commercials? Them old TV shows? Let's talk about the old commercials, right? What was the commercials like back then, right? Buy a new Westinghouse washing machine to make your wife's life easier. Give her more time to spend with the kids and family. What's good, BZ? Buy the new 1969 Impala. Take your family across the road. Explore America. Department stores. You go into a department store. Y'all remember how the man stuff was always in the back? Remember how if you went to JCPenney's in the mall, you had to go all the way to the end, the back corner to get some men's shoes, men's dressing? Remember how you walked in, it was all about the ladies and the kids? Soon as you walked into JCPenney's or Macy's or any of these other stores, right? Bam, right in the dresses. Boom, pantyhose, right? Bras. Right next to that, the kids section. You look at these old TV shows, right? Especially in the culture that we so-called we don't want to be like, but everybody tries to emulate. I need y'all to listen.
Did you hear what I said?
The culture that everybody says they want to be like, but tries to emulate. What did you see back then? The Brady Bunch, didn't the wife have a maid? Even on Good Times, as many times you watched it, how many times you seen Florida Evans cleaning up? When did it look like that it was hard for them to be a wife? When did it look like it was hard for them to be a mother, except in the standard things that go on in a family? Florida Evans never had a job and they lived in the projects.
Did you hear what I said?
Florida Evans never had a job and lived in the projects. Walona did, though.
Did you hear what I said?
Walona did, though. Penny was at JJ's in them house more than she was at her house, correct? I just want to point out how they put it in your face. So, with the patriarchy, what our women think, and again, I'm coming back to that resonating soul. That's why I got it, right? It's a man's world. You just living in it. But you able to live. See, what happened is this, ladies and gentlemen. They convinced you to give up your paradise, so to speak, your respite. They convinced women that the man you're with that's going out here every day to provide a lifestyle for you and your family is not the way. Did y'all ever think this, right? Did y'all ever think about that the patriarchy was actually built to protect y'all and not hinder y'all? Did y'all ever think that the patriarchy was invented to actually give you guys a place to be feminine, to be a woman, to free you up from responsibilities that you have today? Do you guys understand that with choices comes responsibilities? Did you guys ever think that giving you the right to vote or giving women the right to vote, do you guys understand that with that vote there comes responsibilities? That if you are able to do these things, you are responsible for certain things and certain outcomes. Would it be crazy for me to say exactly like resonating soul resonating soul? Excuse me, guys. Resonating soul said, "It's a man's world, and you're just living in it." If you're in a garden and you're a plant, what do you do but grow? You guys were sold a dream that in a relationship, let me tell you guys how our marriage works. Because everybody's focused on a negative. Let me tell y'all how our marriage actually works. We help each other.
Did you hear what I said?
We help each other. If my wife doesn't feel like cooking, I'll cook. If my wife does the laundry, I do the dishes. If she cleans the house, I do the yard. If she goes to the store and buys the groceries and drives them home, I carry the groceries into the house. Where did this idea become so massive and in magnitude that a man that you're with, get truth theory knowledge out of here, please? Thank you. Since when did it become to the point where the understanding amongst our women is that a man being married to you, like you walk around and feed him grapes and scrub his feet and you take his hangnails out on a day-to-day basis, all the while giving head, you know what I'm saying, and calling him, oh, you know, the great Adonis. Did y'all ever think I'm this going a little bit off the road? I want y'all to think about something. Is it men who tell y'all these things? Ladies, I got a question for real, right? Is it men who tell y'all these things? Resonating Soul. The magazines from back in the day, the movies, yep. But those only go so far, Resonating Soul. Who reinforces this information to y'all? Come on, ain't no need to lie, bro. We ain't gonna gain nothing by lying. We're not gonna gain anything by lying. I agree, sis, and I was telling you that the whole time, sis. I got you, Adonis. Don't trip. I got you, bro. Where did this come from? It don't come from me. It doesn't come from me. Can I get a mic check, please? My mic look good here. Can I get a mic check, please? What's good, IXL? Can I get a mic check, please? Thank you, Tap. American Negro, I see you. Hey, Trina, how you doing? I see you slide in. How you doing, sis? No Chase, okay. So, were you guys convinced to be independent, world traveling women? Or were you guys convinced to come out into the world and take on responsibilities that men handle on a day-to-day basis? To be honest with you, that they're reared and bred to for you. Were you guys ever told did you ever read the fine print? Did anyone ever break the contract down and y'all bit by bit and piece by piece and understand that, hey, with this freedom comes certain responsibilities when all the time you were free, right? When all the time you guys had the most influence that you ever would have, which is rearing families, which is raising young men and women to be the people they supposed to be. What's more powerful than that? What's more powerful than leading your family and starting generations and generations and generations of stand-up people that know how to love and care for each other? Let me see if I can. Yeah, I can show this. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I got it over here. I just need to move it. Bear with me, guys. I want to show y'all something real quick. And I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Should be in my history. Yes, here it is. Fair use, JR. I don't know if I'm be able to get away with this, but can you guys hear that? I'll just play what he's saying if y'all can hear that. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Let me know if y'all can hear this because I'll just play the clip. I want y'all to listen to this. This is a video titled From the Hill. Title 42 struck down by U.S. District Court. Biden has 5 weeks to phase out expulsion order. Listen to what they're saying. And y'all can watch this on the Hill here on YouTube. Y'all can't hear that? Okay, my bad. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Can you guys hear me? Can you see that? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, can you see the screen? Okay, here we go. And it's not long. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Listen up, y'all.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own. Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here. That is not reproducing it on its own, not reproducing it on its own with the producing it on its own with the same level that it that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to.
If you guys, that's my wife right there, guys. That's my wife. Yes, Lonnie Cart. Right? Let me read this and we'll get on it. My boy Donis, he said, by selling separate lifestyles, they make more money in sales, which require more jobs. Too many jobs equal less to play for a man to make, which again robs a man of being able to provide for a family. But Miss Fancy, did you ever think that the reason why we're going through this is because we don't have enough children?
Did you hear what I said?
Did y'all listen to what I'm saying? Is it safe for me to believe? Is it safe for all of us to believe that the reason it is the way it is now is because it wasn't the way it was back then? You ever drove a luxury car? I'm a Mercedes guy. I had 2 Mercedes in my lifetime. I had a BMW too. I had a 2000 Mercedes-Benz S500. My brother-in-law, he had, I believe it was like a 1998 S500, right? And while my car was newer, had more bells and whistles, his car was a lot more solid. I mean, that W102, it's either 102 or 120. It's the big body Benzes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Benzes that when you see it, them up, you be like, yeah, it's them old school ones. You know what I'm saying? The rap videos from the 90s. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Right? You know how when Bobby Brown was like, yes, I drive a 560 SEC, one of them Benzes, the ones with the bulletproof glass. Y'all remember those? Right? Even though the new one still got the same tag on it, right? And it runs. It might look a little better. Facts, Adonis, that's what I'm saying. My guy. Right? The Benzes. Right? When even the fuel injections were mechanical. Right? It wasn't no computer to go bad. You understand what I'm saying? A good mechanic can fix it, no problem. It might cost you a little bit more, right? But once it's running, it's running. Now that new Benz, it might have the same name. It got the TriStar insignia on it and everything. Made by the same company. They put their name on it, but they know it's not the same. They know it. Both of them run. And both of them work. But one's better than the other. One holds its value more than the other one. Those are the lifestyles we're experiencing today. And some people say, you know what, Rick? It's what it is. Move on. But the same way people say that is the same way that people control the paradigm. This place could be anything we want it to be. It can be anything we want it to be. But I digress. Let's move back to the point I was making before I showed that video. Ladies, where did y'all learn this stuff from? And this ain't no disrespect. Who reinforces these thoughts of negativity of relationships, marriages, and basically your romantic relationships with men? Can we safely say, is it safe for us to assume that the majority of the people that are in your circle are women? I mean, I can false flag it and tell y'all how whenever me and my wife go out, I see 6 women on a date together, right? I can go ahead and say, you know, when I'm in Dallas or we're in Tennessee or we traveling somewhere and we have a vacation, right? That when we go to brunch, it's a bunch of women going together. When we was in New Orleans, we went to a hookah bar and it's a bunch of women out there enjoying each other's company. Is that safe to say? Sherelle, I'm talking in general. Again, no one's a monolith, sis. Did y'all ever ponder that Satan might be a woman? In the Bible, didn't it say that Lucifer was the most beautiful and fairest of all God's angels? You were lied to. Is that what it said or not? Did it not say in the Bible? And who describes a man as beautiful? I don't. Most women don't. They say he's sexy or handsome. Beautiful never comes into the equation. Hey, Project, we're going to talk about it.
Did you hear what I said?
Who said that? It said they came down and they laid with the daughters of men. It didn't say they were men, the daughters of men. It didn't say they were male. That's an assumption we make. Men are called either handsome or sexy. Better yet, let's analyze the so-called assumed situation, sis. Why is it that God and Adam could talk to her and she wouldn't listen, but she listened to Satan? Agreed. But we're talking, we're having a discussion. This is not about your feelings. I'm asking questions, and I would like answers to my questions, please. So we understood, as I said, that God is a male principle, correct? And I don't know if you guys are on my channel, but let me explain this so we can kind of get on the same accord. God and Jesus are simply understandings of the female and male principle. If you read the Bible in the Old Testament, God was wrath and fury, discipline. Jesus came to forgive and preserve and protect, to serve. Double zeros, what's good, my boy? I seen you out there in them streets, my guy. What's happening? So it's fair for me to assume, being a guy of some type of common sense, while not being the sharpest knife in the drawer, that God would be a male, the male principle. We know Adam is male, Atom, A-T-U-M, A-D-A-M, or A-T-O-M. It's the male principle, however you look at it. Tap, no disrespect, but no one knows that. My question is this, and to address, listen, Linda, listen. I need y'all to listen, Linda, listen.
Did you hear what I said?
If God understood the principles of making a man a woman, why would angels be just one sex? Hello? Hello? Is my mic working? Is my mic on? Right, we can get to your opinions later. I'm asking yes or no questions. Or close-end questions, I should say. So, if we know that Atom was a representation of the male principle, We understand that the Most High God is a representative of the male principle. We all know that Eve was a helpmeet, a woman. And even though the word was given to her by Atum and the Most High, she went with the word of Satan. Why would that be? Maybe because it's the same reason you guys sit with your girlfriends and all of y'all go out on dinner, right? And maybe it's the reason that a lot of women, not you guys, because again, I'm not trying to point this at nobody. I'm talking in generalizations, right? And you guys take the information of your female girlfriends, family members, and things of that nature in a higher accord than you do your man. How did it know? The easiest way to understand someone is to be able to relate to them, correct? We relate. We have similar qualities and interest. Why is it that Satan knew what to say to Eve, but the Most High God and Adam didn't? Adam was made first, but Eve was created from him and they were made for each other. The man didn't get rule over Eve until she sinned. That was her punishment, remember? CC, in these times, what is more celebrated? Women giving each other attention or men giving women attention? Who has more influence? Who at this point in time has more influence over the female? Are you sure, Wolf Stacks? Better yet, Wolf Stacks, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Who has the greatest influence? Because words matter. Everyone's not a monolith, Sherelle. Eve believed in the power of what she saw, and Adam believed in the power he was given by God. Who does that sound like? Wouldn't it take a person having an understanding of what's supposedly understanding to be able to explain that to Eve? And the question is not that Satan had the understanding. Why did Eve relate to it?
Did you hear what I said?
This will answer so many questions if y'all can figure this out. It is simply redirected, but this is not the question. Let's stay on task. Did you ever think the reason why you see things the way you do because you relate? She wanted to be like God or a God. So how does that translate today? Do women want equality or want power? Thank you. Block Slimy, please. I didn't ask for you for off comment remark. I asked for an answer to a question. Can you answer the question, please? So let's make it simple. Did you ever think that the way this entire thing is set up and built to exist was to simply move everyone out of their natural order? Did it ever occur to you guys that the very tools that y'all consider, or the very rewards that you guys consider that come with independence, are the very things that are built to destroy you? The Satan reference is for this because nobody can talk better and connive better than a woman with a mission, especially to another woman who's receptive to it.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm going to say it again. The message is very easily received when you're receptive to it, when you can relate. A lot of these panels, it comes up with the nature of a woman. The nature of a woman. It's in our nature, right? It's in our nature to buck up because we want to be handled. We want to be taken care of by a firm man, right? It's in our nature to be territorial with a man. That's my man. It's in our nature to be territorial with our children. They are my children, not our children. Did y'all maybe think that it's in y'all nature to be dumbfounded and led? Did y'all ever think that it's built into your nature? Did that ever cross your mind? Anytime? Did it ever occur to you guys that the very thing that makes you guys a female is being used against you? Did you ever think that you guys, with your hormones and your emotion and your mental status, that you guys are built to be manipulated?
Did you hear what I said?
So with that being said, wouldn't it be safe to say that you guys really need to learn and should learn how to reevaluate information? That a lot of y'all, not every one of y'all, because a lot of them figure it out. Shout out to Nurse Fancy. Shout out to RLV. I'm not. Renee Stevens, if those are guys that you feel that are appropriate for you, that's a problem. I understand the responsibility of having a wife, a woman, a lover. I understand the responsibility, and you can't let me do nothing. So again, my good sister, why is this in your mental state when dealing with the searching for a man if you don't relate? I know, sis. I'm not saying they not out there. My question is, if y'all know they out there and we know they out there, why are you so easily cajoled? Why are you so easily convinced? Like, man, I can't stand what's the name, man. StreamYard been doing this to me for the last 2 weeks, bro. I know they. I'm gonna have to get a new cam stick. Can you answer me that question? Gretchen, thank you. Let's talk. Did y'all think that what you guys so-called patriarchy, which is really just the man taking on a large bulk of the responsibilities when it comes to financial and social situations, was to relieve you of those influences, was to relieve you of those choices, because with those choices come responsibility?
Did you hear what I said?
That maybe the very thing y'all think that makes you free is really what enslaves you? That maybe, just maybe, this freedom that you guys, the juice isn't worth, that you guys so-called think you have, that the juice isn't really worth the squeeze? See, all my shit is circular, y'all, because you know what? All my shit is based in truth. Now, you might not agree with it, and that's fine. But tell me where I'm off. Shout out to you, sis. Hold on. It's no problem. I'll address it. Where you at? I'm talking about what men all over YT are saying. Okay. Would you choose that man to be with? Because the truth of the matter, ladies, is, and here's a gem for y'all. Because I want to see y'all succeed. I need y'all to listen to me, and it's the simplest thing. Tap knows this. Everybody who rocks with me knows this. It's the simplest thing. Men move a certain way, my ladies. Men move a certain way. When they want you, they'll let you know. When they want to prove something to you, they'll show you. They won't talk about it. They won't sit up there and bitch about it. They'll do it. Right? Now, it might not come when you want it, but hell, y'all say Jesus is always on time. Right? Maybe the trouble you're having with these guys, right? Why they can put up smoke screens, and listen to what I'm saying, ladies. I'm not saying they're not out there. They're out there. There's a lot of males out here that are pretending to be men. That's facts. But all they can do is pretend. It's your job to pay attention. Again, you guys believe that you have no power when you guys are the center of power in most cases that you guys are involved in, because only you can control you. What does a man's talking point or what they have to complain about have to do with the standards you have set for yourself? Do I need to say it again? Do I need to repeat it for the kids in the back? What does a man on YouTube or a man in your life have to do with anything to what? How do they have anything to do with the standards you have set for yourself? What if your standard was to not sleep with a man until he proves himself to you? What if that was your standard? What if your standard was to not allow a man to move up under you where you have to support him, and your standard was for him to build and build you a house, make you a house, or give you a place to stay? What if your standard was to not have kids until you're married? I understand you don't want to hear this, Renee. I understand it hurts to actually put some onus on yourself to get shit done. I understand. I understand. What does it matter what a man on YouTube says, that a man that's in your relationship, a man you dating says, if he doesn't prove it? What can a man do to you that you don't allow him to do? Because if he did something to you, you didn't allow him to do, then that would be SA or grape, and then you can lock him up. Or stalking. Or terroristic threats. It's a man's world. All y'all had to do was live in it. Yo!
You hear what I said?
Yo! It's a man's car. All you got to do is ride. But you want to drive, huh? You want to drive. Not understand you got to pay for that driver's license, them tags, that insurance, that gas, the maintenance on the car, the brakes gone bad. Jody, the brakes on the car need fixing. Hey, look at a snake's mouth wide open. Hey, Adonis, we ain't gonna talk about that though. We ain't gonna talk about that though. The devil is a lie. No chaser, they liars. They liars, bro. Bob, my boy, I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, bro. Tap, that's all I'm saying, my guy. That's all I'm saying. AT Quill, I see you. Ricky, I've seen, what's good, Dale? He said, Ricky, I've seen a lot of women listen to a man's word and pay no attention to what he does. The complete opposite of how it should be. So maybe, just maybe, ladies, just maybe, again, if this is not your situation, please, please take no offense. I understand here, guys. Listen, guys. I understand here on YouTube. YouTube is where you can find the selection of the most perfect, most docile, most intelligent, emotionally, physically, sexual women with such sexual prowess, they will make your toes curl. These women are the creme de la creme. Every decision was a good one. Every man was a good man. You know, she was just, you know, I wasn't ready for him and he was too good for me. I guess I see you next lifetime. I understand. But I got eyes. Case in point. Again, if this doesn't apply to you, my sister, please. To prove the point in modern day times, I was on a discussion with Crew Season this Wednesday. And the women said they want men to lead, but they want men to lead them the way they want them to lead. I get tongue-tied, so I'm going to say it again. They said they want men to lead them, but the women want to dictate how they're led. So Satan, who was bought into power by the Most High, the most beautiful, the most gracious of all the Most High's angels, didn't like the way the Most High was running stuff. I mean, you my father, right? You my father, you are the Most High God, but I don't really like the way you running this. Stan Archie said, Ricky, question, bro. How can one say that they are independent and not take responsibility for their unfavorable decisions? The same way Satan was able to tell Eve, you will be on a level of God, but didn't tell her about the responsibilities of it.
Did you hear what I said?
The same way Satan convinced Eve to go against the father and her mate without breaking out the fine print. Is it all coming? Is this stew starting to come together? Y'all smell this gumbo cooking? Can you smell it? Gretchen Morris, hold on. Satan wanted the glory for himself. The same way a modern woman right now, I tell you, don't propose to her when she get her bachelor's because this is her day.
Did you hear what I said?
I pick you to marry, and you gonna tell me when and how I supposed to propose. I never do, sis. I have been in a position of letting men walk over me, not realizing that their actions spoke louder than their words. That is why accountability is important. Because resonating soul, if these men showed you what they are and you believed them, the walk would never happen. The walk would have been you walking out the door, correct? Women, you guys have the power to shape this entire reality. You have the power to make families better. You have the power to make your man better. But the power y'all have, y'all don't want. Satan convinced y'all that Adam had all the power. Right? But if y'all really paid attention to the story, Adam was a servant.
Did you hear what I said?
Adam serviced the animals, the garden. He tilled, he farmed, he planted. And the Most High God gave God Adam because he looked at him and said, why would one man do all these things for himself? At one point, for a man, a certain amount of things becomes enough. Example. She did not want to be the servant. She misconstrued and didn't understand what the positions were. So again, the Most High, in my opinion, looked at Adam and said, why this man would not continue to do it for himself? Because once a man accrues enough, he becomes settled. He becomes, as the ladies like to say, I ain't gonna even say the ladies, I'm gonna say the modern women. That's why I'm gonna keep tagging them. At that point, he becomes what, fellas? And this is where the purpose arguments come that you hear in these groups. Thank you. That as well. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you, low key. Somebody thinking.
Did you hear what I said?
Women hate a content man. They hate when you're satisfied. Thank you, AJ, my sister. Now you guys don't have to agree with me, but tell me where I'm off. He becomes boring. And there's nothing worse to a modern woman than being what, ladies and gentlemen? Bored. Eve was bored. Eve was bored. Antoine Christopher, no one cares. If that is what you're on, I can assist you to the door. That's your warning. We are trying to think differently over here. So tell me where I'm off. Hey, you married, Miss V? Are you married, Miss V? Because if not, we need to get you married ASAP. We need to get you married ASAP. I'm sorry if you weren't here, Antoine Christopher. We cool. My apologies. But we're talking about the subject at hand, good sir. Thank you. And thank you for coming. Makes sense, sis. Let's play some bills. Adonis, he said, they have given into the snake's mouth sexual liberation. So God gave Adam a snake that grows to stuff the mouth of that snake. Bro, you spare the rod, you spoil the child, Adonis. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. You spoil your child. A2 Quell, better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. The wives store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp stares down. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. Yes, sir. Right. So again, this is no knock on my ladies, right? This is no knock on any of you. What I'm saying is that again, if we're going to keep talking about nature, we need to address it correctly. So if this is you guys' nature, is it fair for us to say we need to work on that? Is it fair to say that your very nature is destructive, that your very nature is to be manipulated and misled? Resonating soul, my sister, agreed. But we also have to agree that you are the silent majority. The link will be pinned to the top of the chat, ladies. I would love your input on this. You do not have to be on screen, but you do have to show me your face in the back in the back before I let you up. You do not have to be on screen. You don't even have to use your real name. This is a safe space, ladies. I am not here to attack. I'm here to have discussion so we can get to a real understanding. Don't be nervous. It's all G. It's all G, sis. I'm telling you. You don't even have to get on camera. I just need to see you in the back chat. Then you can go off camera and we can chop it up. Wives are a good thing. Marriages are a good thing, guys. And unfortunately, the people who go into these marriages and these partnerships are moving in bad faith, and they are the loud majority, because the majority of people do not even know or consider what's going on and what needs to be done for this relationship to work. A marriage is not you being enslaved and tied under a man. A man of confidence, a man of a certain stature will let you move freely because he's going to replace you if you out of pocket. It's just that simple. You know what? You know when I call my wife. I call my wife when I feel I don't know where she's at, and she's because my wife, out of respect, the same way I respect her, will tell her where I'm going. Now, if she says she's going somewhere and the hours get too late, I'm concerned. I don't care where she's at. I want to know she's safe. We are two grown adult individuals with different interests and different likes. Sometimes she don't feel like cooking. I'll cook or I'll order. Right? She got tired of washing the dishes. I wash the dishes now. When she does laundry, I take the baskets downstairs. She does laundry. I go downstairs. I bring the laundry up. Okay, Gretchen, if you want to go off cam, you can, sis. It's a partnership. I don't know where this story came from, where you're under the thumb of your husband and you're going to do everything I say. No, everything I do is for the betterment of us too. If I'm not doing that, I'm not the right husband. But you should know that before I even put a ring on your finger. Just like my sister said. She has been in a position of letting men walk all over her, not realizing that their actions spoke louder than their words. That's why accountability is important. Y'all don't hear me though. Hello, lovely. You're muted.
You hear me now?
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you good. How are you today?
I don't have much to say, but I just agree everything that you say, especially that Bible content, because we have a lot of women, including myself, that are hungry for power and overindulge everything and not even suffer the consequences for it. That they're paying for it later. They will pay for it later, you know.
Mm-hmm. What do you think it is, to kind of have a discussion? I brought up that a lot of women give, and not just that, you know what I'm talking about, from down back, not just women, but people that really are close to, say, a female, right? Give a lot of bad information. Is that safe to be correct that a lot of the bad information that you got regarding relationships came from people that you care about and took their word into accord?
I would say both. The influence of social media, the television, music, everything, the overindulgence that I've seen throughout the whole lives. It's probably made me think of fasting the whole thing, which is why I don't deal with it online or everything. That's why I have my own life outside of social media. I mean, it's just the overindulgence everywhere. Who got the best bag? Who got the best clothes? Who got the best feast? Who got the best, biggest house? Who got everything all around? It's just too much. That's why I break from that. It's just too much. Too much.
Okay. You got anything you want to ask or cover?
Yes. That's about it. I just agree with everything.
Okay.
When you just drop down the biblical comments, it's like, yes, you gotta put God back in the relationship.
Yeah. I mean, you got to put the God in you first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's a problem.
Before I go with anybody else, I had to have God inside me.
Exactly.
I had to work on my first. I had to love on myself before I love anybody else. Because if I don't, I had to make myself full first. And I had to have God to fill me up with Him first before I take care of somebody else. Because if I care for somebody else, I have nothing inside me to give. Then everything won't work.
Take care of yourself first, because without you, how can you take care of anybody else? Right?
That's the point.
All right. So yeah. Thank you for coming up. I don't know if you want to cover anything else. I don't have any questions. So.
Oh no, that's just one.
Okay.
How about say I agree.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much.
Have a blessed night, okay?
You too. Be safe, okay?
Right.
All right, thanks. Take care of yourself first, because without you, nothing else can happen. Without you, if you wasn't to see it, this place wouldn't exist. Believe that. We all just sharing an experience. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Dale Matthews again. Appreciate you, big dog. He said a healthy relationship is two complete people coming together to share their completeness, not completing each other. It would be wise for women to stop trying to fix men who are all right with being broken. Right. Leave them be. Lead them in hell too, bruh. Lead them dudes in hell too. Leave them in hell. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's not for everybody, bruh. You can only put so much water in ketchup. Hello, Brooke.
Hi, can you see me or can
Yeah,
you just hear me?
Nope,
Oh God, can you take me off?
You'll have to hold on. You'll have to block the camera on your phone. Just go to your phone and there you go. You there? I think she logged out. You there?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you, if you're in StreamYard, it should be by your icon.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So
Well,
I agree. So I agree with everything that you're saying. I think so my situation is a little bit different from what I had said earlier in terms of, so I lost my father at 13 and appreciate it. And I think, so when I graduated high school, I entered into a relationship and I was in that relationship on and off for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And within that time, you know, I did a lot of messed up stuff to him and he did the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think over time, once we eventually split, I didn't recognize at the time when I was in the relationship that because I didn't have the right influences in terms of parents or aunties or grandmas, it put me in a position to where, well, I'm gonna do everything for a man. I'm gonna put my stuff to the side,
mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna focus on him.
Okay.
And I think now that I've gotten older, that's obviously completely changed to where now that I'm single and I've had the time. I think the problem with a lot of women is that they don't take the time to even know who they are. And that's where I was.
Okay. And you said that you gave everything to a man. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I'll say to the point of I was sacrificing my own needs and my own wants.
Okay. So he wasn't providing you with your needs and with what you needed, right?
Not at all.
Okay. So my question is this: why would you give a man everything when he wasn't giving you everything?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying in terms of I didn't know who I was and what I deserved and what I was worthy of. And I didn't take the time, especially when I got out of high school and was in my 20s, the entire time I was with him, I didn't know who I was. So now that I've gotten to this point, you know, it wouldn't make sense for me to even get into another relationship not knowing like, okay, this is what I stand for. These are my morals. These are my values. Here's my character. This is what I bring to the table, quote unquote, so now I'm starting to take accountability as of what I've been saying in the chat,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with that being said, to be honest with you, I hear what you're saying, but as a man, I can tell you it's really not that complicated. You know what I
in
mean?
terms of complicated in terms of what?
In terms of, the things that you're saying that you bring, you are enough, right? Hold on, let me finish, right? You are enough. The problem is that the type of man you're choosing, right? Let me tell you this.
Yes.
What people don't understand, there's a lane for everybody, right? You go to the store and you see, like, everybody likes bread. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right?
Right.
But if you go to Walmart, you see there's like 80 different types of breads. You see what I'm saying? Wheat bread, honey wheat bread by different manufacturers. It's something for everybody. The thing is what ladies, y'all need to understand is set your standard and don't
Yes.
give it up. Don't give nothing up until a man proves to you that he's that dude. And I'm talking about on a steady, consistent basis. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's not saying you shouldn't improve, that you shouldn't provide a man with those things he needs, being fit, friendly, fit, the 5 F's and all. Being a good woman, goddamn it. Fuck all that bullshit they be saying, right? Being a good woman.
Sure.
Taking care of your man, helping your man out, having your man back, watching his 6, right? Raising his children, being a good mother. There's shit that women, say they know how to do, right? But y'all stop, please, because it's simply what it is. I know it's messed up. The same way I tell men to be men at all times. For example, if you was my daughter or someone I knew and I was hooking you up with, I'm gonna hook you up with a dude that stand on his shit, a man 100%. So that way, if you're the problem, we'll be able to tell early.
Right.
And it's the same.
I agree.
Right? It's the same for y'all. Be a lady at all times. Stop giving men something they haven't earned. Make them earn it.
Exactly. And that's something that I would like. It's unfortunate, that it took me so long to go through this toxic relationship to get to the point that I'm at now, and I feel like that's what a lot of women go through. They have to get done dirty. They have to be, just messed up, multiple baby daddies or whatever the case is. And then that's when that's when the light bulb goes off. And I wish I could go back in time, to tell myself what I know now, but I'm just grateful that I'm able to learn this stuff now. So I appreciate your channel.
Yeah, everything's a lesson, sis. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
What the problem is when we become repeated offenders.
I agree. Dead in sin. Yes.
Right. So again, don't live in the past. It's okay. Players mess up. You know what I mean? We all mess up and we all go through it. Just make sure that the next one ain't the same one. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got anything else for me?
No, I think that's it. No, okay. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you. Right. You're always welcome.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. He's so scary. Ooh, he's so mean. The link works. The link works. I'm not for men or women. I'm for family. I'm about for both of us, men and women, getting our shit together, bro. Because without either one of us, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over. Y'all can continue to do, y'all can keep continuing to do that stuff. Shout out to my boy Mike, right? Y'all can continue to do that stuff that's not getting y'all nowhere. Yeah, there's plenty of channels for y'all to go over there and listen to men and women complain about what each other is doing, right? There's plenty of places for y'all to do that. Sean Gates, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care about what they are saying, bro. You looking for one woman. And no matter what y'all say, if you can't attract that one woman, that means you out here and you out here in the midst of a bunch of goddamn beasts. Leave them be, bro. You keep running into them because you running into them. When she don't show what you need, kick the door, bruh. Leave. Put on the other side. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You looking for one. But you choose to date, Sean, see? But you choose her, bro. Y'all not gonna get away with it because it's the truth, bro. You can't get around it, Sean, because it's the truth. You choose to spend time with that woman. If she if in the conversation you not peeping game, bro, that's your own fucking fault, dog. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying in the situation, Sean. I'm saying in these situations, that's what I'm saying, bro. You control that situation that you in, and I don't care if it doesn't apply to you, bro. I'm talking about as a whole. Come on, man. If we gonna talk about if we gonna talk about the series as a whole, say you talking as a whole. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm not in the mood for semantics no more, bro. We can keep that shit. It's other places, Sean. Dale again, he said Ricky is correct. We as men need to have discernment as well. If we are leaders and she is a bad choice, that falls on our shoulders, bro. People can only fake it for so long. Right? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all want it, here it go. Get your fucking pens and paper, right? Because I'm not gonna repeat this no more. That's a lie. I probably will. If you have such fear and distrust and insecurities, your vetting process should be longer.
Did you hear what I said?
Does that make sense? You can't tell me that this is what you see and you have trust issues and you really don't trust these females or you don't trust this dude, but you fucking him in the first 3 nights. You fucking her in the first. You don't have trust issues, nigga. Stop lying. Stop this fucking lying, bro. We need to stop lying to each other and ourselves. The link is at the top of the at the top of the chat, ladies. Right? It's the same for y'all, ladies. I've been hurt, right? My last baby daddy or my last boyfriend did this and that, and this, right? But why you jumping straight into bed with the next dude? He ain't hurt you that bad. The hurt wasn't bad enough to have you to reevaluate your situations. Appreciate you, Dale, coming through with the come through, man. Shout out to you, bro. It's simple. But that's why I keep telling y'all, we need to get our mentals right. Because until we learn to think right, you will never be able to wrap your head around simple shit. They make it up as they go, Ms. V Boss. The Sith. Men don't make excuses, even when they fuck up. Yeah, I did that. That was fucked up. What you want to do? Which part of this don't y'all understand? Overstand, understand. I understand. I overstand that you've been hurt. But you played a part in it by the choices you made, men and women alike. Men and women alike. But until you start thinking different, you will never move different. You will be a slave to your past. So, and however, that boy Dale, boy, he busy today. My boy Dale. Me too, Dale. One of the best decisions I have ever made is looking in the mirror and taking the blame for what was not right at the time. Accountability is a blessing. And let me close out with this. Do y'all understand it's about to be 2023? And a lot of the people that you sat with and you talked with, right, that you had fellowship with, that you talk with, right now are no longer here. My boy Tap, he said, appreciate the ball, man. He said, Dale, yes, sir. Hold ourselves accountable. Right? So, do you think those people that you knew and loved, that you conversed and had fellowship with, right, that you thought was going to be here tomorrow, do you think that when they went to sleep that day before, they said, I'll be able to do this tomorrow? And the truth of the matter is, guys, as much as it hurts for y'all to realize, as much as you hate to look at your own mortality, I'm telling y'all, one day tomorrow's not going to get here for everybody. It's a lot of things we cannot control in this universe, in this planet that we live in. We can't control the money. We can't control the stocks. We can't control the air nor water, right? But the one thing we can control is us, right? And the one thing we can control is when we start and stop something. Today is tomorrow, guys. Today is tomorrow. That's all I got. Shout out to the chat. Thank y'all so much for coming through and rocking with your boy. Mods, I appreciate y'all. Green Gang in the building. Right? As usual, Audie Boy, he said, man, it's not no game, Audie Boy. It's not no game. Again, shout out to the Green Gang, man. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't, man. Subscribe to the greatest network on the planet and YouTube, especially YouTube. Hey, my bad, Jock. Brooke. Brooke. You got fans out here, right? Make sure y'all subscribe to the network. If not, make sure if you haven't subscribed that you do subscribe. Hit the like button on your way in or out. And make sure if you have not, join the Green Gang. Become a member, man. Support this movement. Support this good talk. Support this good information. You will get access to some media earlier, but also the one thing I know you're going to get access to is those super fly, funky emoticons that you can post up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my team, TWT. We doing this thing. And shout out to y'all, man. You made it through another week. See y'all. I actually see y'all on Sunday, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, more than likely, I think I'll be on Sunday with Lapeefin on Sundays. I think JR want me to fill in if that's still on. Show up, that way you guys will know either way. And as usual, man, stay safe out here, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of you first, man. Hey, without y'all, this it's not here, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's just black. You don't see nothing. You don't remember nothing. That's all it is. It don't exist if you're not here to see it, right? Once y'all do that, take care of your family, because who's gonna feed you your Jello when I get older? And I love Jello. And with that being said, man, it's your boy. Y'all know who it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ricky!
Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Love one another. It's okay. It's okay, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be all right. Right? Have a great night, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. All the super chats, all the likes. Y'all have a great night. We gone.